All right, guys. Welcome in. Let's see if we can get this game to run correctly right now. It always takes a try or two. But I also had to change batteries in my controller, so it didn't connect at first. So I have a feeling you guys aren't seeing this right now, which makes sense because that never works the first time. Oh, no, holy shit, it worked. Oh. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully this is working well. And just as usual with these streams, since I can't check the audio while it's running, if I need to adjust audio, just let me know whether the game is too loud, too quiet. Always appreciate you guys. But welcome in. Good to see you, Luna. Good to see you, Fish. Good to see you, Peter. Hope everyone's doing well. Peter, I did forget to respond to your message the other day of saying it's only $300 for a water fountain, which seems very low. I thought a water fountain would be way too much. However, unfortunately, you would also be the one paying for installation and all these other things tied with it. So, yeah. So if you'd like to make those phone calls and figure out how much it would be altogether, then I'm still down for it. I wouldn't use it, but at least it would be there. Sorry, my sister just walked home. Oh shit! No, I didn't, Luna. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm pulling it up now. I'm just gonna pull it up now because I know myself at this point. Did you put it in music? No, you put it in hobbies. Hold on, let me pull it up. Because I'm just gonna keep forgetting. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me mute the mic. God damn, that art looks fucking sick. The whole thing is high energy and chaotic, and it's really cool to see. Fuck yeah, Luna, that's sick. Again, sorry I keep forgetting. That's fucking cool. Overseas calls cost so much though. $1.50 per minute for me. Free while I'm in the country. Guessing it'd be like 1 to 2K to get installed in your room. Yeah, and that's like a lot more. So again, you know, if you really want to go for it. It'd be really weird for the people who would buy the house. Like, why is there a water fountain in one room? But Peter, see, that's what makes the story, right? That the song sounds like rock. I wouldn't. I think there's the whole thing is there's probably techno rock, but it sounds way more techno influenced than rock. When I'm thinking rock, I think Greta Van Fleet. I think. Crap, there were a couple of... Scorpion Child, I think. I'm pulling really random names out here because I don't listen to a lot of modern rock. Mostly because there's not a lot of it. But, again, I see your point of, like, with what you're thinking where it's like, you know, what did you say? Did you say rock was bass heavy? And metal was drum heavy was what you were saying. And again, I totally see it based on what you said before. So I see the influence for sure. Yeah, no, that's fair. Peter, save your money, save your money. But, you know, once March comes and you're getting money again, feel free to make those calls, but... It won't be me making them. Welcome in, Pluto. How you doing? I saw that you also just went live, so I'm sorry that my times got all mixed up this week with this stream. But it's good to see you, Pluto. I see you're playing, what is it, Partisans 1941? I hadn't heard of this game. How is it so far? I don't know if you just started it or if you're continuing it from before, but I'm curious. But yeah, with that, Luna, I understand what you were saying there. But the thing is, bass is also very much in, like, again, I don't know what the music is that they really play there. I don't want to call it techno exactly, because I feel like that's just an outdated term a lot of times. But, like, bass heavy stuff is when you're going to the club, you know? You're hearing that bass. So I don't think bass is synonymous with rock, especially because there's so much bass in metal, and it's so important in metal too. But when I hear it in that context, that's what I'm hearing. Numbers meaning lottery ticket. There's only 15 mil tonight? Well, Peter, I would be the only person on my block to have a gold-plated water fountain in my room, if that were to happen. Just started it. It's a very strategy RPG type. Ooh, hell yeah. Interesting. I have you tabbed up. So guys, if you don't follow Pluto, oh wait, I'm gonna give him the shout out. I feel like most people do here at this point, but if you guys don't follow Pluto, you guys know Pluto. He's very supportive here. Really good streamer. Really good guy. Drop him the follow and drop him the view. Always helps out. Gets a little bit of extra money, you know. Always nice to have. And plays really cool games. Like, I mean, Pluto, you've been streaming a lot more recently. Oh, Pluto, dude, I felt so bad because yesterday, as you guys know, it was a very busy day. So I wasn't really actively doing too much in terms of streaming and computer stuff. But, dude, I had your stream open for Battlefield 6, and every time I came by, it was a different, like, bot. It was a different, like, cheap viewers, or it was a different person being like, hey, by the way, can I get your Discord so that I can sell you my artwork? And it's like, ugh. So again, Pluto, do your best to not let that bother you, because that shit will happen. I mean, fuck, man. Yeah, like, Peter hit me up the other day in Discord. It was last week, Peter? I think it was just last week. It may have even been earlier this week that someone popped into my Discord and was selling stuff to like, previous streamers. If you hadn't streamed in a certain amount of time, they would, like, hit you up and try and, like, sell you things. So you're gonna find bots. You're gonna find shitty people all over the internet. So, it happens. But Battlefield 6 was so good. Oh, hell yeah. That's what we like to hear. That's what we fucking like to hear. But yeah, man, we got cool people doing cool stuff in this community. We got Pluto doing the streams. If you haven't checked the hobbies section and all the artwork that Luna's been posting, they've been working hard on some new videos and artwork of their own. They have their teaser of the video that's coming out. So here's hoping that Luna gets the last castings that they need and works on the music and does everything they need to. So fucking head. Can't remember when it was. They would hit me up to say they're a new manager to promote my content so they could hook me up. I just needed to pay them a little. Oh, that's ridiculous. They tried to hit you up and you've never even streamed on Twitch. That's so fucking ridiculous. Said my content was cool and even linked some of it, but they never followed. You know what's interesting, Peter? I actually, right before they joined the Discord, I got a follow on my Twitch. Which, let me tell you guys, unless I know the person IRL and I'm not streaming and I get a follow, I know it's nothing good. You know what I mean? I'm like, this ain't looking good. So as soon as that person joined the Discord, I was going to hit Black Belt up originally and ask him, I was like, hey, just be on the lookout for this guy. And then I got the message from Peter like an hour later, and I was like, there we go. They said my content was cool and even linked some. Oh, I already read that, my bad. I'm just going to read it a third time for good measure. And they said my content was cool and even linked some of it, but they never followed. What jackasses, you know? Seriously. About to tag Black Belt and something in the memes channel? Oh, hell yeah. Do it. I need to see it. Jesus Christ. Guys, I bumped my leg like 3 weeks ago, and like instantly it swelled up. So I put ice on it, and it's been pretty good, but it's starting to swell up again. Should I be concerned? Am I dying? Don't bother with that. Yesterday they were like, hey, I sell this and that, and I was like, I'm okay. And they were like, hey, dude, I saw that because it was the second message. I saw them ask it the first time, and then you answered, and you were like, no, that's okay. And again, listen, as a musician who needs to who needs to market their product, I understand coming into streams and being like, hey, I do have art. I work for art. I work with art. If you would like some art, I would love to work with you. That's one thing. That's selling. That is selling your product. What makes it not okay is after you say, I am okay, thanks, I am not interested, is, well, you can give me your Discord for when you are. And it's like, no, buddy. I think you misunderstood my intention here. Ugh. That's in there. All right, let me see. Cheap to rent spaces on buses. Interesting. You know what the funny thing is, Luna? If I had a P.O. box, you should totally send it to me, and I would give that to him for Christmas. Because I know he ain't getting the finny for it. Okay. With all that being said, though, since we didn't stream this yesterday, I think it's time we get back into some Trails in the Sky SC. We hit the ground running again recently on Trails in the Sky and finished that game up, and it was really fun. And kind of just jumped right into the second chapter, which I'm looking forward to continuing. This is a series that I fucking love. When we did Trails of Cold Steel, 3 years ago? Was it 3 years ago? I think it was when I started streaming again, so it was probably around 2022, so it probably was 3 years ago. And then we did Trails of Cold Steel 2 last year, and then jumped right into Trails in the Sky after, so let's continue this series on and see how much further it can get us. At least I won't have to deal with Steam after the third game, and I can just go back to PlayStation. So, that's cool, at least. In the times I streamed last year, I got like 15 people joining my Discord server, all to promote their services. When I said no, they left. Honestly, that's ballsy of them. They just left after you said no once? Crazy. Some of them still contact me asking how it's going, tell them I haven't streamed since last year, and they don't understand it now. You could block them. But it is crazy. Again, like I said, I understand selling your service, I understand marketing yourself, but as soon as someone says no and gives you an answer, that has to be the end of it. Period. I'd respect them more. That's the whole thing. I'd be like, oh damn, they left? Alright, heard. But let's go ahead and get into it. Nope, not start. I did that last time. Right, we we just made it out of the prologue. We've got Charizard on our team, and I don't think there's anything else we can really do. I don't think there's anything else we should do yet, because I think the last thing we did was we just landed. Fuck, man. Is there a last in the story? Because I remember we did all the training stuff, and then we flew into Grand Cell. Are we flying back somewhere? We must be. Oh, right! We went into the Liberal orbital ship. We went into here, and then we met we met Vander again, and he was talking with someone important. Let me tell you guys, good memory. Okay, let's just check in. Let's see what's up. I mean, yeah. I don't think we can go into town, so I think we're good. The only people I've ever blocked have been Hex and previous best friend when he ran away with my ex. Oh, yeah, that's fair. Now my friends live in different countries, so that doesn't happen anymore. No idea what this game is about, and I feel like I say that every time you stream it. I'm just here to talk. Yeah, this is the sequel. So we got other stuff. Basically, what this game is about, our friend from the first game that we were with, we found out about his past, and he is part of the criminal organization that we were fighting in the first game, but he didn't remember it because there was some mind control stuff over him. And essentially, we just did some training over the last couple of months, and now that we're out of training, we're going to be working to find him and track down the organization that he's a part of. Team Rocket and James? It fucking could be, man. It could be. Fireship. insulin. Do I want a shiny Fennekin? I'm alright. I appreciate it, though. I bet Jimmy would take it again. I bet Biggest Thonk would love to have him, though. I can't remember if we talked about this, but I heard someone say that One Piece would end next year. No, not even close. No, the manga of One Piece isn't even close. The manga of One Piece probably isn't ending till 2030. The earliest. The anime probably not till 2035 at that point. That might be a little bit much, but the manga probably not till 2030. That's my prediction. Definitely not ending next year, I can tell you that for a fact. Peter, he said that like 5 years ago, and he said it was within 2 years. It's not happening. I promise you. Just got a bargain today. But yes, I did see that, Pluto. The Lego set. That's fucking sick. I mean, of course it's gonna end, but well, it's the same show, Peter, and the only reason it's switching to seasonal is because the manga is slowing down because of his health problems. Instead of getting a chapter out every week, he's been pushing himself to do that, and it's not going well. He's been hospitalized several times over the last 3 years. Even more in the last 10 years, but a lot in the last few years. So they're going to slow down the workload, and because of that, because there not being enough manga chapters, they're going to switch to seasonal for the One Piece anime because there's not as much source material to adapt. So I thought it was going to be a couple years anyway, but it's absolutely going to be longer than that now, just because it's slowing down. So, like I said, it's not ending till at least 2030 in my mind anyway. And he says that a lot, too. He's been like, it's almost done. Now, the only thing that I will give him is that Oda has commented. Oda has commented that you'll know One Piece is coming to a close. Like, you'll know it's entering its final arcs when the man with the eye patch appears. And we just saw him. We think it's gotta be the guy he was referring to. So it's definitely in its final saga, but keep in mind that the Kaido saga took 8 years. So actually, hold on, wait, I'm very curious. Let me look that up. Because now I'm very curious. I'm just curious. Hold on one moment. I like the music in this game. Is it going? Yeah, okay, it does give me... Oh, sick, it does give me the release dates for this. Okay, hold on. I can actually get you the dates. November 2nd, 2012. All the way to... Oh, Jesus Christ. It was over 10 years, was the Kaido saga. I was wrong. It wasn't 8. It was over 10. So yeah, if it's going to be anything like the last, which it's going to be more, we still got years before it's even close. For sure. What percentage of the planet have they searched for the One Piece at this point? Not a lot. They're kind of just doing their own thing and looking for what they need. Pluto, who's the guy with the eye patch? Oh, I'm sorry, I need to answer this text now. Shit. I knew there was something I was doing this afternoon. Fuck, fuck. I forgot. Wow, you know what's so funny? Oh, why the fuck did it do that? I just tried opening a new tab and it, like, really got weirded out. I know exactly what you're talking about. I fucking forgot he had an eye patch. Oh, okay, you know what? Hold on, Pluto. Okay, this is gonna be some bullshit. Pluto. But I'm going to disagree, because that's not an eye patch. It's a sniper scope. Yeah, the sniper Van Auger wears a scope, not an eye patch. Captain Hook from Peter Pan, maybe. At least he liked it, Luna. I'm looking at a picture of him, and granted, I guess it could have been different when you see him in Jaya. Hold on, I'm gonna take a look at, like, because I think this is his post time skip image. I want to see his pre time skip, but I'm pretty positive that was a sniper scope the whole time. Hold on. Yeah, that's definitely a sniper scope. It's kind of like Usopp's goggles and what he used to wear. Yeah. Okay. Oh, god damn, my blood sugar's spiking already. Fuck, man, I took so much insulin for this. If I don't feel too good, it might be a really short stream, but I'm gonna try my best. Hopefully, it'll stop and it'll just chill and it'll leave me the fuck alone. But we will play that by ear. Okay, let's see. Two major candidates slugging out for the seat. Oh, the mayor. Yep. Okay. I forget the name of the city that happened in, but I do remember it happening. Yeah, Pluto, so, like, the craziest thing really is the fact that we have 1,100 chapters of One Piece, and not a single eye patch has been there. Shiny Phalanx? Oh, hell yeah. So we are going back to one, okay. Why the eye patch? Well, I have a feeling I know why, but if you want me to explain spoilers, I can definitely message you over Discord, but I don't want to get too more specific. Huh. Huh. Oh, the Sky Bandits, right? Because they just got out of here. Oh, hello, sir. Lloyd. Did I fish in the last game at all? Is that something I did even once? Maybe set today, so I'm gonna use the money to buy a Macro Pro controller. That way you can do fast travel resets in AFK mode. Oh, hell yeah, there you go. Hell yeah, Luna. I almost feel like Nintendo just wanted to sell more Macro Pro controllers than games at this point. I feel like this is the most I've heard anyone talk about macro controllers. It's so funny because I feel like almost everyone who shiny hunts in this game has bought one at this point. I've heard about it so much. That's so funny. They know how to market it. Let me know how it works though when you get it, and send a picture of it too. I want to see what it looks like. Maybe they didn't have fishing in the first game, or maybe it was a quest that I missed. I can totally see that. Didn't know what a macro controller was until this game. Okay, totally fair. Had turbo for a while though. Okay, fair. Fair. But yeah, no, take a picture of it when you get one. I'm very curious to see what it looks like. Okay, so being that we're getting the tutorial here, I have a feeling that it wasn't in the first game as much, if it was at all. Thanks, bro. I wonder if that's something I could have missed here. Yes, that was his name. Dalmor. Okay. Yo, what's up, Charizard? Right, yes. Yeah, it just makes the whole thing a hell of a lot easier. And a lot more AFK. Who am I supposed to talk to? I think I spoke to everybody. Maybe we'll go back out onto the deck to see if anyone else is there. I don't think there is. Alright, let's talk to Charizard. Guys, is this an issue? I don't remember where my seat was. Oh, did I not? Oh, I never went into this room. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, because I know Drumpa's still the one that's eluding you the most. Here's hoping it's gotten quick with that with this new method. Sorry, second. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, that's true. Man, that's so cool. Investigate ghost sightings. Oh God, Luna. Okay. I'm gonna ask this question first. I know you shared it relatively recently, and I have a feeling that you either said it was 143 hours or 431 hours, and I have a feeling it was the 400-hour one. Which means, because of that, I'm going to take a guess and say that it's over 500 hours at this point. That's going to be my guess. That could be completely off if it wasn't actually 431 hours the last time you shared it. But I'm going to go with that for now. People have been seeing a white shadow at night. All over the province? Interesting. That's weird. 525. God damn. That's insanity. Getting your money's worth, though. Absolutely. Oh, we're taking the job. Oh, God. Oh, God. Air Lytton. Night Patrol. Okay. Member of the Ravens, of course. Out the orphanage. Okay, so we'll have to make our way out of there. Iron Lung comes out January 30th. I do not know what that is. What's Iron Lung? Well, who is it? I know it's a paradox. Alright, maybe I should just focus on that kind of stuff. Long, medium. Alright, so those two are monsters. Detail will be provided by research center. You're staying at the Hotel Blanche, room 101. Someone help me complete a list of ingredients found in the one region. Okay, so that's Minoria Village. Those are just... Oh, that's interesting. It tells me about them this time. That's pretty cool. Alright, let's go to Hotel Blanche, room 101 first. Oh, for some reason part of that is cut off. See, this is what I don't like about PC. I have no idea how to fix that. Like, at all. But I'm sure it's just a setting that I have. Oh, that's cool. People speak now like that. Okay. Oh, I thought it was a Paradox Pokemon. That's hilarious. Movie made by Markiplier based off the horror game of the same name. I'm gonna go look for a trailer. Hell yeah. Interesting. That's so funny that I just assumed it was some kind of a paradox. 101. So we came in this way. It's gotta be you. Sure. Interesting. Huh. Oh. I wonder if it's been activated because of what happened with the Oriole. At the end of the Trails in the Sky. No water fountain today for me then, Peter. That sucks, though. And no new trailer? Okay, gotcha. Alright. Keep it simple, stupid. Okay. Now let's go to the docks. Yeah, we want to go to the south block. Oh, good, the bridge is down. Okay. I'll go into the bar. Probably somewhere here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I just have to actually go to the warehouses. Let's see who's around on the docks first, though. Okay, not him. Oh, well, there we go. Sure. Alright, guys, learning how to fish. Hell yeah, Fish. I saw the message that you got the person for free. Hell yeah. Interesting. Okay. I don't remember how I got bait in the Cold Steel games. It probably is the same. Bet I could fish here. Hell yeah. It did not teach me how to do this. It should be very self-explanatory, though. It's an exclamation point. What? What the hell? Why? What? When the fuck am I supposed to hit it? What the hell was the difference? Oh, okay, that's the whole minigame? Interesting. Alright, well. I guess I'll do the other two. That's so weird. Why? What am I doing wrong? Guys, it is very difficult to do fishing poorly in these games. What am I doing wrong? Okay, someone on this thread basically says, don't look at the exclamation point, just watch the rod. Okay. That's so weird, dude. Durin is the most expensive, is the more expensive one. I didn't know that. Interesting though. Overwhelmingly gonna be fire and water blow device. Mr. Leopard, you're on. Damn. Maybe I don't have the super rod required to fish there. That would really suck considering this was the tutorial. That would really suck. Okay, but I'm done with that. I might fish one or two more times in the whole game. We'll see. Alright. Are they in the warehouses? Yes. You're welcome, Dean. Is this them cursing? Random fucking monsters on the road? That's so weird. Yeah, so next time I get a fishing spot, I'm gonna try looking at the rod and not the exclamation point. It is interesting because Shara, I don't think I've had a chance to go into combat at all. And Shara has 0 CP. I'll make sure they grow back. Interesting, Fish. Did my high school algebra or calculus teacher ever introduce you to Wolfram Alpha? Yes, I do believe so. It's the program. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure I just got fucking flashbacks, dude. I hated that shit. I was more so of the mindset that's like, I'm doing math. Why do I have to learn a program? Now, of course, everything's backwards, and you learning the program would have been very helpful, but that was not my my mindset when learning it, and I did not want to. But yes, I do believe so, if I'm thinking of the correct thing. Forgot there's another bench in Zone 20 you can reset up for some of the other alphas. Oh, hell yeah. I wish you the best of luck. It's fair. And welcome in, Crazy Dragoon. How are you doing? My blood sugar is probably still spiking. Oh, no, it's settling around 138, which is great. So hopefully it stays that way. And thank you for the hydrate as well. Always good to see you. More than half the people I know my age didn't know the tool. Interesting. Yeah, no, it was I took pre-calc in high school, and then I didn't take a math class my senior year. But when I went to college, I did take calculus, and that's all we did to work through. So definitely familiar with it. Won't see you for okay. So Crazy Dragoon, good. I hope that's good news because I know you wanted to get into your own place. So hopefully that's at least the start of good news. Of course, take your time, do what you need to do, and I hope everything starts to work out better. 100%. We'll take the good with the bad. Hopefully everything's moving in a good direction. Never mind, just out of range, but got blasted in the face by a Chikorita. Of course. So Crazy Dragoon, of course, rest easy. The sub-goals for the Pokemon stuff, we won't be doing them without you. We won't be doing the community night without you, so don't worry. If we have to do another one, if it takes a while and we have to do another one, don't worry, you will be included. So, get the keys tomorrow morning and it's already insured? Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome to hear. Okay, really quick. Elemental stuff is normal for every one of them. She doesn't have much. Let's just do arts. They're all gonna move up. Yeah, you idiot. Damn, they got a lot of health though. Huh. Okay. Gotta figure that out. But yeah, absolutely great news to hear, Crazy Dragoon, 100%. All things interesting. Missed my obsession with old dates. Interesting. Did you know? I'm trying to think anything history. I'm very bad in history. Did you know that I watched the movie Year One with Jack Black? What a great movie. Alright, I think I'm gonna go Morale at this point. She's got some... What's the one with the delay? Oh, she doesn't have delay now? Great. Alright, that's a little bit more... What's 8 attack advance? I don't know what that means. Oh, well, wait. Yes, I do. Okay, I guess you're just gonna get smacked? Crit? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Not great yet, but not the worst. he got healed up. Alright, no big deal. No big deal, guys. We're gonna go up here. We're gonna kill this guy. No, we're not. We're gonna kill this guy now. Oh, crap. One of them's getting... No! Crap. Okay. You've got... dangerous if cornered. Shit. Okay. Alright, we'll be okay. Wow, that hit hard. Alright, no worries. No worries. Let's see what happens, guys. Oh, shit. Damn. He keeps healing because I keep missing the 50% thing. Age of Blast? Oh, that'd be pretty cool. Interesting. Interesting. Never looked into it that much. Okay. So he just keeps healing because I'm fucking up. Alright, well, at the very least, let's heal ourselves. Yeah, let's just get back to full health. Oh, damn it. She's paralyzed now? Damn, we have nothing for that. Alright, she'll be fine. At some point. Okay. Okay, cool. Had to be a little bit careful, but we got it. We got it. Oh, let me tell you guys too. For next week's schedule, a lot of it's gonna be good. We should have like a full, pretty much a full damn week of stuff. I believe Monday, now that we finished God of War, we're going to be doing the Shadow of the Colossus speed run with Nick on Monday. Tuesday should be more Batman Arkham Asylum. Wednesday should be the Pokemon stream. Thursday, Trails in the Sky in the afternoon. And then Thursday night, again, provided that not many people come, because I think it's just going to be me, Blood Trip, Biggest Donk, and Ambi. But if it ends up just being us here, we're going to live stream our reactions to the Game Awards. So come by for that. It'll be fun to have everyone here watching it with us and reacting with us. I think we're going to be able to pull that off. I don't think Black Belt or Nick are going to be here, but I'll mention it to them again just in case. But that'll be fun. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know about that. That should be something that we're going to be doing next week. Oh shit. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Guys, first off, if you're still here, I appreciate you. Second off, if you're still here, what the hell are you guys doing? I love you. I am so sorry. My sister ended up okay, there we go. My stream was just really delayed. My sister ended up just calling. Just be quiet. Oh, I'll go. That's so funny, Peter. I'm so sorry. Yeah, my sister called, and I hadn't spoken to her in a little bit, so she was FaceTiming with the kids there, and we were talking about like Christmas and what we were doing for the holidays, all this stuff. Then my mom came home, got in on the conversation, so that was just a lot. I am so sorry that the time got away from me. I think we were on that screen for over an hour, and I very much apologize. But let me get caught up on chat. I know Ambi showed up because she texted me, and everything. Fish, I don't know if you're here, but I'm reading the thing if you ask ChatGPT if it's worth it, and they said it wasn't. Oh, that's funny. Oh, but again, thank you guys for chilling and still being here. Blake, I don't know if you're still here, but I appreciate you coming in. And Pluto, thank you for the hydrate, man. Thank you for still being here. And Ramen, good to see you, man. I stopped in for a bit to your stream. I think it was last night. I think you were doing some Marvel Rivals. So I hope everything's been well, man. It's good to see you. Again, guys, I apologize for being away for so long. I appreciate you for still being here. We're going to keep going for a little bit because now we're going to be going out for dinner, so other plans came up, but we're still going to be going for at least an hour, so I appreciate you guys more than you know, and I'll try and do this more on Sunday and get a Sunday stream in, being that I lost so much time there. Didn't have work for once to say, let's play some games. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Ramen, I hope work's been going well. I know the last time that you popped in for the little bit, you know, you were giving me the updates and stuff. I hope everything's been going well, man. 110%. Always good to see you. Got an Octopath Zero, been waiting for that. Oh, how has that game been going? Yo, Octopath is one of those games, dude. Every time I play it, I'm like, oh my god, I love this series. The funny thing is, I don't own it, so I've been playing it through Game Pass. Octopath Traveler has been the only title that I've seen been put onto Game Pass and removed several times. Unfortunately, I re-downloaded it about 4 days before it was getting taken off of Game Pass again. So, I only got to play it a little bit more, but, how have you been enjoying Zero? Because I've heard so many good things, and I think I want to jump into that one. But sounds good, Pluto. Again, guys, I'm sorry that I was on the Be Right Back screen for so long. Okay, yeah, we're looking for the guy that was looking for the White Shadow, or that saw the White Shadow. We need to speak to 3 people about it. One of the Ravens at the docks, one of the kids from the orphanage. I forget who the third was. It's listed as the Bracer Guild, so I'm gonna have to go back and check. Looking for Belden. He's the newest member, joined a year ago. I think you might have seen him before. Oh. You don't use damn scared. Oh, that's funny. It's interesting now since Octopath Zero features 8-man parties. I saw, like, I was watching the Kinda Funny podcast and they were like reviewing it, and they were showing some of the screenshots and some of the clips that they took and stuff like that, and it looks hectic. But it's also one of those things that, like, if you know how to control 4, you probably know how to control 8, you know? Like, it probably looks intimidating to new players, but I think it opens up a lot of new strategies and stuff, so it's probably really cool. What did I think of FC? I thought FC was so good. So good. It was another one of those moments where a lot of the frustrations that I was having, exactly like what was happening with Cold Steel 2, it was stuff like, oh, I'm just not understanding. Like you said, it was like a skill check, not knowing how to do this, not knowing how to control this, or specifically in Trails in the Sky, it was more of a level check. There were a couple times where I ended up being under-leveled. And as soon as I got to the correct level, I was able to do it almost no problem. But outside of that, I thought the story was really cool. I liked seeing what happened to Joshua and having that get unveiled. Professor, his name was Alba, I believe. Professor Alba kind of being the head of Ouroboros. I thought the reveal of it was so cool, and this is what I love about this series and just big series like that in general. I love getting through the whole game and then seeing this and being like, oh, I've accomplished next to nothing. So I was so hyped that once I finished FC to jump right into SC. Like, I'm on that kick now for Trails in the Sky again, and I want to remain on this kick. I thought the game was so cool. The only thing, the only thing personally for me is just that they're, we'll say early game seems easy, but I have a feeling the scaling will get better and harder since you have 8 party members. That makes sense, because there's a lot more strategies that can be done, and because of that, they expect it to some degree, but so I can see that getting out of hand. But yeah, definitely, like, whenever I see you, keep me updated on that progress, because I have to play them. What do I think of that ending? Okay, which part specifically? If you're talking about, like, the Ouroboros stuff with Joshua specifically, it sent, like, actual chills down my fucking spine. That stuff was so creepy, and the way that he handled himself afterwards, and I had so many questions like, was Joshua a different person? The Joshua and Estelle scene towards the end, like when he left? What the bench scene with Weissman, yeah. The scene where they were talking at the bench, I thought was very, very nice. And then, of course, she went to get ice cream, and it gave a different context and a different feel. But the scene where Joshua actually leaves hurt a lot. Like, I'll tell you, Roman, I was enjoying Trails in the Sky, but obviously I had my gripes with it, and you know how I am with games. I get frustrated so fast, and then I'm like, oh, I'll put it down for a while and then come back later. So I'm glad this is one that I got back to, and it's one that, now that I finished it, I really want to play the remake. Because I think one of the biggest things for me, while I do love this art style and do like how this looks and it's very unique and stuff like that, I also really like how modern games look. And I really want to see some of those scenes in this modern context with voice acting and all that stuff. So I'm very interested. But man, those scenes hurt when Joshua was like just a completely different person. So like all my questions are like, when he was under the control and influence of Ouroboros, you know, leaking the intel, was he a different person? Was he being controlled during those moments? And the Joshua that we know is the Joshua that he is. Is he a different person? And the mind control was who he was when he was with us. So many things that I need to get answered, and I'm so intrigued. 110% I'm in. And yes, welcome in, Blake. I'm so sorry. I got a call from my sister, so I was talking to my sister for like over an hour. We were talking about the holidays, talking about the kids and everything for her, and so time got away from us. So I do apologize to anyone that was sitting here on the Be Right Back screen for over an hour. But I appreciate you guys for being here and for stopping in and coming back. Always appreciate you guys. But yeah, that Joshua and Estelle scene towards the end and the bench scene was shocking. You could have given me a million guesses, and I don't think Professor Alba would have been someone on my radar. Granted, I played the game very split up over the course of almost an entire year, but still. Very cool, and I'm very interested to see what they do with the remake. Yeah, and that's how, and it sucks, because that's how I feel about it. It's like, exactly, despite the gripes I had, I still did it, and I still got back to it. So much of it is just I need to learn things. And of course, the part that's also frustrating, in terms of just a streaming context for how I do things, it's a lot easier for me to stream with my friends, because I can hand them the controller, I could talk to chat, and if I'm not feeling great because of my blood sugar, health reasons, this and that, it's a lot easier for me to be like, hey, can you take this for a bit? And I'll just, like, relax kind of thing. But if I'm playing a game by myself and I'm getting frustrated, my blood sugar's not good, like this and that, like so many things can kind of come together at once that make me very frustrated with the game. And I feel like that happened so much with Trails in the Sky early on. So that's why I wanted to keep the eye on it, and I'm like, I'm not giving up on it. I just got to find the motivation to get back, and then I've had a lot of other stuff happen this year, so it took forever. So, believe me when I say, Ramen, that your recommendations, 100% of the time, I always end up being like, they were right. They were right. It just takes me some time to get to it. But now that I'm in it, I'm so hyped, like, because another block of this is I have to play it on Steam. And I'm not the PC guy. I have because I don't have a dual monitor setup and also not a monitor setup because I have my PC and everything connected to my TV. It's a very weird, different kind of setup. So the way these games run, I can't check OBS settings at the same time as playing the game. I have weird things happen with Steam sometimes that I don't know how to fix because it's not the storefront and launcher that I use typically. So it's an extra learning curve on top of all the other things. So there were so many things working against me, but I know Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, I believe, are both on PlayStation. So I'm looking at it as if I can get past the Trails in the Sky trilogy, I can move back to PlayStation and I can move to a UI and system that I'm familiar with, and that's going to eliminate so much frustration and problems just right off the bat. So there are so many things that I'm looking forward to with this series and all this stuff. Games is one of the hardest in the series just because of the steep learning curve of combat mechanics, and yeah, the games are both on PlayStation. I'm hyped. I'm here for it. Yeah. But it was one of those situations again where I beat the final boss on my first try. And that was shocking to me. That was very shocking to me. I was not expecting that. Now I don't know if you watched the VODs, Ramen. It was pretty damn fucking close, but I did it. Like you said, steep learning curves, different mechanics, and just things to learn. But that's what makes these games really cool, too, in my opinion. Like, I told my friend to do the same thing as me. This friend of mine, I got into JRPGs, but he's very much a more modern player. So, like, just to give you the example, he just played Yakuza 0. He did the same as me. He played Like a Dragon, and then he did Kiwami, then 0, and now he's going on to Kiwami 2. So he was exactly like me in that sense. He loved Like a Dragon, so he was hyped about playing the other. So he went to Kiwami. He didn't love it. And I told him, just try 0, because I understand the reasoning. Just play 0, that story will give you that feeling again. And he is one of the rare people that finished 0, and he enjoyed it. Like, he was like, oh yeah, that was really good, but he was disappointed by it. And I was like, alright, do me a favor. I was like, Kiwami 2 is probably my favorite outside of Like a Dragon. So I was like, just play that game, and if you don't like it, we'll move on to Infinite Wealth. We'll drop the Kiryu games. And he started Kiwami 2, and like right off the bat, he was like, oh, this feels so much better. He's very much a modern player. So with that being said, I told him to get Trails of Cold Steel, but I don't think I can tell him to play Trails in the Sky unless all these other games get remade. The reason I'm saying that is because I'm pretty sure I heard that SC is now in the middle of getting a remake. I don't know if you've heard the same or if it's been just rumors, whatever. But Ramen, I don't think you've been here since the news has dropped. What are your thoughts on Kiwami 3? I need to know how you feel about the changes that they're making and what they're doing to it. I myself am very interested in Dark Ties. I think that's going to be really cool. Kind of, delving more into. What's the villain's name, dude? I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Oh, that's going to kill me. Well, either way, I think it's going to be really cool to delve into his stuff, but the changes seem very strange. Kiwami 2 is your favorite Kiryu Saga game. There we go. I mean, kind of like what you said. Mine, dude, I was gonna say Minami, and I was like, that's the guy from that's the guy from the Majima family that you meet in 4. Mine, thank you. That was good. That was killing me, dude. What did I just say? Well, either way, my whole thing with Kiwami 3 will probably fix my gripes with later games. Interesting. What, like, in what way? I'm curious. Okay, where does he live? I'm gonna keep going with this a little bit because I oh my god. Wait, am I pronouncing it wrong? Mina? Or is it wait. Is it Mine? Or is it not? Hold on, because there's oh my god. To the right of the mayor's mansion. Alright. Yo, thanks, guys. Appreciate ya. Oh, God. I also don't know if it's this game or something else, but this game feels like it's a little bit choppier than the first one. I don't think that's changing it for me. Oh well. I don't know what it is. Not that big a deal though. So for Porto, I'm assuming Portos is the guy that wants to open the ports. Never mind, I guess. My gripes with later games is that we lose one of the things that made me love Yakuza 3 was with the interactions with the kids. Oh, that's true. Yeah. You know, I understand Yakuza 4, or sorry, not 4. I understand 5 and just where Kiryu is at with his section. I understand it. But even with 6, I feel like it's, and again, like I guess I see it in 6 too, but like, I do agree with you, and I remember sending you these messages when I played Yakuza 3 for the first time, Ramen. I remember hitting you up on Discord and being like, is this really Yakuza 3, or is it just Orphanage Caretaker Simulator? But let me tell you, that was not derogatory. I fucking loved taking care of those kids. And exactly like you, like, I know you would make the same argument, but it is so important to Kiryu's character that that's what happens. And that's what you need to see. And it's one of those things where I'm telling my friend, I'm like, I told him before Kiwami 3 came out, I was like, listen, Yakuza 3 is probably the most outdated of them all. It probably feels the worst to play, but I was like, it is by far the most important to Kiryu's story because none of his future actions will make sense without seeing how much he cares for those kids. And it is that situation where it's like, it's going to be hard for me to just tell you, like, oh yeah, Kiryu runs an orphanage and he loves those kids. Like, it's the act of going into the game, playing hide and seek with them, finding out about Taichi's allergic reaction to, what was it, wheat? I forget what it was. But, like, all these different things to know, and like, having those family meetings and, like raising those kids in the way that you do, gives it the reason that you see how the kids react with each other in Yakuza 5, and all of these things. It is the cornerstone for the rest of the series. And I think you feel the same. 100%. Next to the oh god, which one's the mayor's? Septine Church is there. That's a statue. That's a house. That's a house. This is nothing. That really was nothing. That's funny. I will find it. It wasn't across the way. I don't think. That's the general store. Interesting. Where the hell was it? I'm gonna check the south block because maybe it was across from here. Maybe I am just a silly goose. No, this wouldn't be the mayor's house. Don't worry, guys. I will find it. Things will happen. Yakuza is important, and it's a necessity. It's why I really wanted to let me experience it. Yeah, absolutely. Same thing with Trails of Cold Steel. I love that game on its own, but the experience is enhanced with knowledge of the prior games. True. Played Like a Dragon Gaiden before the Kiryu, right before the Kiryu game. Yes, exactly. Yeah. 100%. And that's why I'm super psyched to see all this stuff. And that's my worry with like getting my friend into the Trails series, because I think he's gonna play Trails of Cold Steel and Trails of Cold Steel 2 in the same way that I did, and then, you know, like as you were saying, Trails of Cold Steel 3 will have a lot more impact if I know the characters and everything, and it's really gonna open up to be that much more. And I just don't know if I'm gonna be able to tell him and explain to him that he should play these games. But of course, like I said, with them possibly all getting remade, that would be pretty cool. Oh, it was over here. It was just in this section. So the house... Wait, it was the house next to it. Oh, wait a minute. Was I in the correct house? Let me reread that, because I probably just skimmed over some of it. Oh, God. He's a mayoral candidate. Which one? He must be, Porta? I already forget the name. Oh, I have all of the... Okay, so... looking for someone to help me complete. Okay, Minoria Village, that's the orphanage place, so I can't check that yet. I talked to him for that. And these are just 2 monsters. Okay. I had to get used to the UI again. I'm sorry, guys. A soldier at the Airlitten checkpoint. That was the other witness. Okay. His home is to the right of the mayoral manor. I'm going to guess it's this one. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm telling my friend too with Infinite Wealth. Like, it's exactly like you said to me. It's going to be so hard to play Infinite Wealth and have it matter half as much if you don't know the scope of Kiryu's story. Not that it can't happen. I told him too, I'm like, listen, if you're really not enjoying the beat 'em up style and you're not enjoying the stories as much of the Kiryu games, then I told him, I'm like, I'm going to be playing Infinite Wealth with you, like in a party, and I'll watch him with the screen share kind of option. I'm like, listen, if it gets to that point, I'll fill in what you need to know if you're not enjoying it this much. But exactly like you said, if you don't play those games and you don't know the context of it, there are so many people that just didn't love Infinite Wealth because they didn't know the scope of the Kiryu stuff, and that ends up being such a big part of it. Bungalow. Thank you, Peter. I'm excited for Kiwami 3. Don't know if I'm going to play it right away. The same thing with the Sky Remake. I'm waiting for all 3 and get them all in a bundle. That's what I think I'm going to do, which is why it's like, with the rate that my friend is playing games, I don't know if they... Like, it depends on how fast they get them out. But I really hope he gets it. I think he's going to get into Trails of Cold Steel, and I hope that if he does, I hope that at the very least the second remake might be out by then. That way I can push it and kind of be like, all right, well, there's just one more in the original trilogy. We can hold off on that. But yeah, exactly. And God, not for nothing. Can you imagine not caring about Kiryu? God, I can't even imagine. Unreal. But yeah, I do remember you mentioning that once the party switch happened, he was just like, I don't care enough about this party to continue this. And I think it's absolutely crazy. What happened to my leg? Guys, I banged my leg against my bed frame a couple weeks ago, and it swelled up instantly, but I did pretty good with the ice. But it's starting to swell up again, and I don't think that's how that happens, so I gotta watch that. Just read up a little bit on this game. The development or translation took a very long time. The game came out in 2006 and was finished translating in 2014. Really? Trails in the Sky SC didn't come over here until then? Oh, god damn. That's actually crazy. I did not know that. The script for the game is 2 times the length as an entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. I can see why it took so long. Each game in the Trails in the Sky is longer than the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Holy shit. That's actually crazy. The amount of scripts and dialogue in these 3 games is insane. Why is it that much? Why is it that much comparatively to like some... I'm just curious. Is it that much comparatively to like Trails of Cold Steel? Interesting. Because, like, I know there's a lot of NPCs you could talk to, but... Oh. Gotcha. Yep. Okay. That would do it. That would for sure do it. Oh, her husband is Norman. There's election headquarters. Okay. People working for election 2 up there. Okay. Hello, sir, standing. Let me see. Yeah, that makes sense. And of course, you're brand new pass. Got these interactions with Charizard you're not seeing with Agate. Yeah, no, that's fucking insane. You're so right. Yeah, with the party splits and everything. Yeah. God. Started translating the game in 2010, but due to budgets and almost going bankrupt because of this translation, they had to do other projects in the meantime, and then had to put this game on hold for a little. That's actually crazy. That's what happens with AA studios. Sucks. Eventually, when you get more party members, who you bring will give different dialogue options, so that adds up a lot more. Oh, that's true, too, when you have the option to bring whoever. That's insane. I have a newfound respect for them, because they didn't drop it. Absolutely. That's cool that they kept it going through all of that. Okay. Bada boom. Sniped. Oh god. Whoa. So I slept over there so I could chill with my bros. I did. I feel like I had heard about that it was going to be on the PSP. To add more context on what this means, I'm going to use the key CST since you're more familiar. Don't want to spoil it, but when you go to Berea, hard to get uses in Cold Steel 2. Who you bring will make a big difference. Like, there's so much dialogue you get miss if you don't bring Million. Oh, right. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. You'll get more dialogue with people that are closer and that have more of a reason to be there, that have more of a reason to be there for the events that occur, kind of thing. Yeah, goddamn. That's crazy. It is one of those situations where it's like, why is this not bigger? I get it. I get it. But it's details like that. You know, again, not to bring everything back to this kind of thing, but it's details like this that it's like, we really have this company almost going bankrupt trying to bring this to the US, but then we have Pokemon Legends ZA pulling the shit that it did, and people are still praising it. And it's like, damn, man. So basically, not to shit on Pokemon, and not even necessarily to glaze Falcom for this, but studios will do the coolest things if you let them. Very true. The barrier to entry is obviously being on PC and being so people don't want to play. Exactly. The two things that I've had to overcome. Yep. Yeah. That makes sense. It's easier accessibility. And I hope that's what these remakes are going to be doing too. I mean, damn, Ramen. Again, I don't use this as a great metric for much, just because I know there's so many different factors to things. But Metacritic, the Trails in the Sky remake, like, what did it score? It was one of the highest rated games this year. Okay, it looks like it went down a little bit, but it's at an 88. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for this year. Crap, where... Damn, there was a list. Hold on. There was a list that showed top-rated games of 2025. Wait, I'm looking this up. Hold on. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, now, of course, you look at, this list, and number 1 and 2 are Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild Switch 2 versions, so I don't really count those. Yeah, Trails in the Sky is technically, if you don't count the 2 ports, Trails in the Sky is the 15th highest rated game this year. And that's fucking awesome. Yes, I was going to say, it was a 90 plus at the start of it. So it looks like it's come down a bit. But even then, like, listen, in 88, for a reasonably, I'm not going to call it underground, but reasonably double A, older JRPG title that's getting remade in a modern context, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn, we'll take it. I'm hoping that these remakes are going to be like a good jumping in point for new fans, especially with the hype surrounding Clair Obscur Expedition 33 and the, hopefully a wider audience hitting turn-based JRPGs and getting more interested in the genre. Maybe hearing that this game did well. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just being very hopeful, but I think there's a lot to talk about in this genre, especially in the year 2025. And again, like, I liked a lot of games this year. When I look at what's nominated for Game of the Year, when you look at those 6, I've only played 2 of them, and it's been Clair Obscur and Donkey Kong Bonanza, and I want Clair Obscur to win so badly. But the reason I want it to win is because I want the conversation to be that a turn-based RPG won Game of the Year in 2025. That's all I want. Because I think my biggest thing is I want studios to not be afraid to make turn-based RPGs in 2025. It is one of those things where I look at it and and I say something like that where I'm like, I just don't know that there are that many, but then I find out that there are, and I just have never heard of them, so I'm part of the problem. But I'm definitely more interested in turn-based RPGs. But yeah, I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 winning in 2023, 100%. I mean, damn, man. If 2024 had Metaphoria Phantasia win, we could have had a turn-based RPG 3 years in a row. But that is a good point. Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know why, like, I didn't overlook it. But man, I think, you know what the thing is, though? I think 2023 was very divisive. But that is a damn good point, because I think Baldur's Gate 3 deserved it. Just don't think the trend is there anymore, and it's hard to get a good story out of it. And it's not something indies make. For what, Peter? Sorry. Like, don't think the trend for turn-based RPGs is there anymore, and it's hard to get a good story out of turn-based games, or... I think it's almost the opposite. Well, except for the trend. I agree that I don't think the trend of turn-based RPGs is typically there. But it's definitely not hard to get a good story out of turn-based. I mean, it's not like action creates a better story. I play a lot of action games, but I also play a lot of turn-based, and I don't think storytelling is something that gets put in one way or the other. Most indie games don't have a good story? Holy shit, Peter, I think you're playing the wrong indie games. I think it's actually exactly the opposite. I think most indie games can focus on a good story because a lot of times with the limits that they have, I think that's part of what makes most indies stand out a lot, in my opinion. Final Fantasy is always a weird one because, of course, it did go action, but Final Fantasy is a weird one. But in terms of indies, I'm playing Ratchet & Clank, Sly 3, and Gran Turismo 4. I mean, if that's fair, yeah, you're not into you're not playing turn-based games, right? But I mean, like, there are indies doing it, like Sly 3 is not an indie game. Ratchet & Clank isn't an indie game. What are you talking about? They're both owned by PlayStation, and they were at the time, I'm pretty sure. Was Sucker Punch not acquired by Sony at that time? And besides, they wouldn't be indie, I don't think. I think they would have been AA at least. But I could be wrong about this. I'm going to have to look into this. Hold on. When did Sony acquire Insomniac? That one was much later, I remember. When did they get Sucker Punch? Was that also later? That was probably around the time for Infamous. It probably wasn't. Yeah, 2011. But even still. Oh. I was... Well, because I had to look into it, because I was like, well, hold on a second, because Sony may not have acquired them at that point. But no, I agree with Ramen. Yakuza 7 was phenomenal. It's one of the best stories that I've ever played in a video game before, like, bar none. And it's a turn-based game. Right, they had made games for Sony, but just didn't get acquired by them. So AA, for sure. But yeah, like indie games with great stories. I mean, like, you have games like Journey. You have games like there's so much that is coming to mind that it's hard for me to, like. You have God, What Remains of Edith Finch. You have Blueprints. You have so many indie games that focus on storytelling. Life is Strange, I think, was indie. Like, yeah, I just, again, Peter, I think more so what it is you're just not in the space for indies that much, or turn-based games. Right, if you're not really into them, you're not going to be into them no matter what. So, it's hard to have that it's kind of it's hard to have that conversation, you know. But either way, like, I want to, because, like, the thing is with turn-based versus other styles, I think there's an active, it seems to be one of the few genres that people don't just not play them, people will actively hate them. You know, like, I'll take this for instance. I listen to these guys, Co-op 64, and I fucking love them. If you've been on this channel, you've heard me speak about them. And they do these things called hot takes in each of their podcasts. And I remember one of their podcasts one time had the hot take that it's like, guys, it's the year 2024, because I think it was last year. They're like, it's 2024. We have some of the most ridiculous looking action games. How are we still making turn-based games where I have to sit at a menu when I can do the flashiest stuff? And I think he went back on it, but it was I think that was one of the most ignorant things I'd ever heard in my life, because it's two completely different fucking genres. I don't want to be rolling around and parrying every single game that I play. I just don't. It's that, like, in my mind, it's the same thing as saying, like, guys, it's 2025. We have games like Call of Duty and CSGO. Why would people still be making Tetris? And it's like, well, probably because they're two completely fucking different things. Like, oh, it just got to me so badly. Because, again, with the turn-based hate, and I just don't if you don't like it, don't play it. Don't make other studios afraid to be doing this stuff on a bigger scale. But again, there's probably a lot of examples of newer turn-based games that I'm just not familiar with. But either way, I'm super hyped to see Clair Obscur get this kind of attention this year, for Sandfall to be getting this kind of attention, and in my opinion, deservedly so. Your opinion may differ. I think they did a phenomenal job. Just really cool to see these games hitting metrics that I'd like to see, basically. But in terms of only seeing me play Yakuza, I don't think Yakuza is that big, but again, I think it's mostly, Peter, that you're just not in the space for it. I mean, not for nothing, Peter, I've never seen anyone play CS:GO. But it's mostly because I'm not looking for it. You know? I know people play it, but I'm not seeing people play it. It's not popping up in my feeds. If I didn't know that it was one of the world's most popular shooters, I would have had no idea. So, that's one of the things about it, too. Okay, so we could go... Oh, God. Old-fashioned cape dancing in the air. Huh. Old-fashioned cape, huh? Blue Blanc comes to mind immediately. No, I don't know how that would equate to a white shadow, but he's got a cape, and he's got a white mask, I think, but... Well, exactly, yeah. I agree with that, Ramen. Majority of popular games are taking inspiration from turn-based games. We wouldn't have so many of the games that we have today without games like Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, and stuff like that. Yeah. 110%. Do ChatGPT looking for it to conceive crimes of that caliber. Final correspondence and badass with violated its policy. Oh no. Oh no, fish. Some sly speedrunners, but otherwise it's only... I mean, yeah, totally fair. 100%. Don't play games right now. I haven't for a few months. Right, yeah. I remember you were saying that before. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably hitting too close to home for ChatGPT right now. Northeast from the warehouse would be around the mayor's house, I think. Scandalous. That was helpful. Actually, Ramen, that's a series that we haven't spoken about too much. Are you much of a Dragon Quest guy? The only Dragon Quest I've played, well, I played one for the Wii, the Dragon Quest Swords game, but we don't need to talk about that. One of my favorite games of all time, but it's not great. Dragon Quest XI is the only one I played. If you're familiar with the series, what should I play? Okay, so yeah, so south of here is the Aurian, Vista Forest and Gull Seaside are the other two. Okay. I'm hitting wrong buttons constantly. Let's go back to the North Block. We have to get to the orphanage, and we have to get to the Ruan Landing Port. Okay, so Gull Seaside Way is probably where we should be going. Now, I don't have a lot of money, and I didn't complete anything. Okay, you're not going to tell me anything different. Okay. Do we have money? We have 3,000 Mira. It's not a lot, but I'll go to the weapon shop. I probably won't. That's the tavern. So the weapon shop is probably the north one up here. Yeah. Anything we can do here that's worth it? Oh, yeah, these are very cheap. Python is what you have. Oh! I think we're going to be finding Agate and Olivier pretty soon. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Prevents poison because that one guy prevents seal, prevents faint. Okay. Let's get the poison one. Let's equip this stuff. Break rod. Yeah, we're going to be going up 10, which is great. Going from 278 to 303. Holy crap. From 303 now to 313. Beautiful. That's going to be very specific. Did I get anything for her? No. Let's just put that on you. I don't think it matters too much. Okay, let me see. Love Dragon Quest, one of my all-time favorites. If you're down for old PS2 stuff, can't go wrong with Dragon Quest 8. Heard. Definitely. I will check that one out. Because I'm hoping to hear news about Dragon Quest 12 soon. If Square Enix is potentially working on the 3 big things, which is Kingdom Hearts 4, Final Fantasy 7 Remake Trilogy, like the third part of it, and I'm assuming Dragon Quest 12. I'm assuming those are the bigger projects that they're still working on. I would love to hear anything about Dragon Quest 12 at the Game Awards. That would be a big win for me. I would love that. No, you are not in trouble. Nothing legal. Don't ask ChatGPT for help with fictional ideas for your story, even if the ideas involve crimes, as long as it's in a creative or hypothetical context. That's funny. Who, Blake? Who died? And thank you for the hydrate, Pluto. How's getting ready for work? What time do you have work? Exactly. We've been waiting this long and we've heard nothing. I mean, I feel like that's big for Square, but... Because when did we get that little gameplay thing for Kingdom Hearts 4? We got that a while ago, too. I feel like Square's been very quiet for a while. Okay. I just want to build up some CP because it's been a while. Sick. Sick. I said we're going to build up CP, and I'm saying no. Critical. Guy who's in a few big movies in Hollywood, the Japanese actor. I don't know if I did hear about him. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, what was their name? Blake? Is that the one that Peter's talking about? Vista Forest Road. You know what? I'm gonna keep going because I want to find the Gull Seaside Monster. And then we'll deal with what we need to. Damn, their range is short. Yes, Ramen. I thought that was so cool. Carrying it right over. It was one of those things where I looked at it and I'm like, damn, I remember that happening with Trails of Cold Steel, the Trails of Cold Steel 2. So, I was actually wondering, I was like, did they carry, like, my stats specifically over because they found it on my PC? Or would you have started with a different level? Like, if you didn't like, I guess more so my question, do you know what level I would have started at in this game if I didn't play the first chapter? Can I still hit all three? Hell yeah, I can. Alright, definitely can't hit all three with this one, but... Oh, can't even hit two. Alright. They do hit hard, though. It's fine. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's so funny, because I think I was level 40 when I finished the game. So I may have just been the right level. That's hilarious. But yeah, dude, that's so cool. I love shit like that. A good example of a game that I think did that so goddamn well was, did you ever play Golden... I forget if we've talked about this. Golden Sun. Into Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Like, damn, dude, those games were so sick. Oh, thank God he died. Oh, self-destruct. Okay. It is that guy. Guy in a Mortal Kombat movie and some other stuff. Interesting. Well, that sucks. How old was he? I'm assuming you might have the information up, Peter. That's only one. That's the reason why I'm asking. Golden Sun, yes. Now you're noticing how everything's super scaled up now. Yeah, 100%. Again, really cool detail where it is the same kind of shit, but they buffed it up because that's just how they did it. That's so fucking cool. Damn, he's getting 10%. Ah, shoot. Ah, shoot. Alright. You know, if I die, it's on me, I guess. Alright, let's try that again. Let's not be as stupid. Oh, that's funny. Alright, it's gonna go better. You're not gonna miss every time. Come on. Alright, you're not gonna miss. Alright, you're not gonna miss. Alright. Yes, I was seeing that. At that point, it was out of spite. The lightning slash blinds. But yeah, I thought like going from Golden Sun to Lost Age with that kind of stuff was so damn cool too. I love it when games carry shit over like that. Some of the coolest stuff. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna keep on, because Minoria Village is up here. Although, what's interesting, you know what, I'm gonna run. So much better to do that. Ba-da-boom. Bada-boom. Nice, level 42. Sorry, let me get caught up in chat now. He was 75? Okay. Damn, that sucks, though. Rest in peace, man. That's actually so funny. Wait, hold on. Let me check her fucking stats. That's fair. She just has so many... Interesting. So she's an arts user more so? I mean, she's definitely the higher arts user than... Well, actually, to be fair, she's the higher arts user, and Estelle is definitely the higher strength. So, yeah, that would make sense. Did I actually have more... I didn't change her quartz at all. Oh, and I have others that I can put on for her. I didn't realize that. I wonder when I pick these up. Time to cast arts is cut. It doesn't really do anything else for me. Same with EP. We'll throw that on for now. You know what? I did step out of the village and forgot to look at the Orbital Factory. Wait, Gull Seaside Way. So where is... with offensive arts? Oh, Gull Seaside Way. Let me tell you guys. I was like, wait, why is the village right there? I still have to find the monster. Do it every time, man. Every time. Okay. Yeah, what are you weak to? Oh, you just are weak to most things. Okay. That'll kill. Hell yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Do we have water on you? We do have Aqua Bleed. Do we have water on you? We do have Aqua Bleed. Speed is king at all times. I think I am gonna go back to, like, definitely before I do the next story beat, or if I just have a tough time with either of these monsters, I'll probably see if because I have oh, I don't have speed on action. I have action 1 here on Estelle, but it would be nice to put it on Charizard as well, because clearly I didn't get that yet. Oh, Chew Hurricane? Oh, that's sick. That's crazy that I didn't even notice that happening. Alright, I could go for this. Their elemental efficacies are the same here. He'll be fine. I don't think he'll be able to reach. Perfect. I totally missed it in the explanation thing. I just saw level 42 and must have sped past it because I wasn't thinking about it. But yeah, EP cut, mind. Maybe instead of attack, I'll put cast on her. Because what's that dropping her attack down to? Of course, I can't tell. 323. That's fine. Let's put it on. Yeah, that'll help. Oh, we do have action on her. My bad. There's got to be a reason they gave me sleep to start. I'm gonna leave it on for now. That 3 extra EP, I don't think is gonna be a deal breaker yet. You're the monster for sure. Alright, let's see what your deal is. You got 3 of you. Elemental efficacy, you're weak to fire. Now, Ramen, I have another question again, because again, small things that I forget. When I increase strength, that's just physical strength, right? It's not ATS. ATS would be a different statistic, so this would not come in too handy if I'm using a lot, if I'm using a lot of quartz, because I know their physical defense is high, so I want to be using ATS. Okay, perfect. Yes, I enjoyed using Annalise. Yeah, like meeting her in Grancel at the end of the first game. I was like, damn, these are pretty cool characters. I like this group of bracers, and when I played the prologue and had her in the party, I was like, oh, this is awesome. This was so cool. Okay. So if that's the case, so we have fire bolts. I probably okay. If I end up losing and I need to reload because I think I just fucking took it off. Yeah, that's so funny. All right, no big deal. Wind is still that. Oh, they're fast too. Wildly unfortunate. Wildly unfortunate, everybody. Alright, she will go. Before. I gotta take somebody out. Their defense and agility gets raised after one of their friends dies. Interesting. Okay. I can always S-craft if needed, but I'm gonna go for a Soul Blur as opposed to anything else. 809. I think a Firebolt will still, yeah, Firebolt will still kill you. Oh, Death, yep. So Death Throes is what does it. All right, I think we're okay. Very unfortunate that I took off attack as we're fighting. Damn. Okay. That was a little close. I would have had another plan if it went south, but all good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to go back to the village anyway. Heal and stuff. Insulating tape. So what's back here? Hard loafers. Oh hell yeah. $317. Oh, increases agility, speed. Holy shit. Speed by 3 as well? Fuck yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll go back to the village. Get some more ordnance for everybody. If all else fails, just S-craft everyone. The panic button. See, and I've learned that that is an if all else fails, break glass box situation. Not the original plan, you know? As much as I would love it to be the original plan. Okay. Do I go into Minoria Village right now? You know what? No. We're still getting a lot of XP. I don't mind some early game grind. I'll be okay. It's only two pages of a world of a map anyway. It's 5:44 as well. I'm probably going to be ending stream within the next 10-15ish minutes because now we're going out to dinner. Again, I apologize to everyone that was here like a little bit earlier when we started the stream that we didn't do it. We didn't get as much content in as I wanted to because my sister had called, but again, for anyone still here, I appreciate you guys, and like I said, to make up for some of this, we're gonna be doing I'm gonna try and do another one of these streams on Sunday. Get some more of this game done. Get your plate. All right, what do you want? We're going to Chili's. Assuming that you have a Chili's wherever you are. They probably have chili. You're like, nah, never mind, I'll pass. Go ahead and eat that shit. Ooh, mac and cheese with lobster rolls. Good choice, good choice, good choice. Yeah, my dad went on vacation. Not really vacation. He went to meet up with a couple of old friends at one of their summer houses. So he's gone for the next couple days. And he'd usually be working at this point still, so we were like, we can go. We can go. Oh shit, I leveled up. I can't believe I skipped that by accident. Got Charizard to 43. Ooh, and a 10-ounce steak? God damn. Yeah, see, this looks... Oh, you know what's interesting, though? It looks way choppy when I got into the town. But out here, it looks smooth. Ramen, any suggestions for possible fixes for that? Because you probably notice it on the stream, I'm sure. Again, if this is the biggest problem I have, it's not that big a deal because it doesn't act that way for too long. Actually, too long at all. It's fine now. Alright, never mind. I guess it's fine. No idea, to be honest. You know what? I get it. Okay. Yeah, what do you got? Okay. In terms of slots, Charizard has everything unlocked. Oh, right, we can upgrade everything, though. Alright. Let's not look to upgrade just yet, since it's still so new. Anything else I could want? What do you guys have? Let's take a better look at that. Action 1 in Heaven's Eye, fantastic. We have HP 1 and Mind 1 on Estelle. Attack, defense, and evade. I honestly think Estelle's pretty good. I don't think there's anything I want to put on her instead. The only other thing that I would put on you would be EP. Oh, well, I can't. Wait, can I put evade on there? I might be able to move evade. If I put evade on... Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so they're both wind quartz only? Oh, well, yeah, let me put sleep on here. And I'll put... Interesting that they had it backwards like that. Oh, wait. Did they? No, I think I'm just an idiot. But either way. Maybe I don't need to get new quartz for these. Just a loading issue? Yeah, that definitely sounds more right. Yo, Randy, you don't see any trails or even a sky? Well, hold on. Let me introduce you to... Okay, well, technically it's a sky view. This is a trail. Maybe a path? What's the difference? Take off hit 1 and put an EP instead? Put on hit 1. That would make sense. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's not doing too much there, huh? Because I'm assuming, is dexterity mostly just for physical stuff? Because can arts miss? I'm just realizing that now. Okay, well, you got me there. You got me there, Randy. Arts can't miss. Yeah, so no, that was doing next to nothing. What should I take off for Estelle, though? I kind of want attack and defense. Wait, is it... Okay, no. That's evening out. I feel like the only one would be evade. Agility is just, no. Movement is movement. Agility is probably just the evade skill, I would assume, and how often I would evade. Welcome in, Randy. How you doing? Dude, I'm at like 560 kills now with the Vampire Kraken, and I still don't have a Bottled Storm. Granted, that's just barely over odds, but it's still over odds, and I'm upset. And I feel cheated. I mean, Ramen, I don't need to dodge if I don't give them the chance to hit me. Am I right? Or am I right, yeah? Okay. But anyway, since I'm close to town, let me at least heal up at lodgings. And I'll turn in this one, since I did do it. Okay. Okay. That's fair too. That's very fair. Personally never used it. Off it goes. God damn it. What are you guys weak to? Water. Makes sense. But how you doing, Randy? Always good to see you. Okay, yeah, I think my goal right now, I'm going to get into Vista Road. I'm going to try and find the monster. Where does this lead to? Janus Royal Academy. Okay. I'm going to try and beat the monster tied to the quest and turn it in. That's my goal for before we end the stream. I'm going to try and do that within the next, like, 10, 15-ish minutes. Damn it. What health do you got? You got 2 reach 7. Okay. God damn it. What's up with this thing? Difficult to hit, only hits females. Yo. Stop. Alright, let me try. Let's use the art. I brought Agate here and I made Estelle my magic dealer for now. Totally fair. Totally fair. You know what's funny? I chose... Who were my options at the time? It was Charizard and Agate, right? It was just the two of them that I was able to choose between. Because the thing is, I chose Charizard because of her delay attack. And man, I'm cheated because she doesn't have her delay attack right now. Oh yeah, but you're fighting Duke? Okay, dude, I wish you the best of luck. I at this fucking point, dude, I really hope that you get something before I do. My thing is so easy to kill because it's an easy safe spot. It's just such a pain in the ass because it's so expensive to use the runes. The thing is, as long as I get one drop, I make all of it back. And so much more. But damn, I'm starting to lose hope, man. Chose Agate because we barely interacted with him in the last game. I mean, that's a damn good reason, too. And I liked him. He was just a heavy hitter. Run! Is this a different fight? It's only the one guy this time? Interesting. How to prologue chapter 1 and a majority of the finale with her. That is true. That's true. Yeah, you know what, though? I didn't use her for the finale. I used... wait. Who the fuck did I use? I used Olivier? Maybe I did use her. Who the fuck was the other one? No, Chloe and Olivier is who I used. Whoa! What happened? I'm waiting. I'm gonna get you. What is up with the preemptive strike? Why can I not get it on this guy? Now I'm determined. Okay, you're running that way? Hell yeah! I knew I'd get it eventually, guys. I held out hope, and we made it worth it. Hell yeah. Now she's level 43. Agate and Tita really just said, it's Final Dungeon, well, we gotta be here for it. Why not? Technically not allowed to complain because I have 1351 kills and the drop is 2.5k. Yeah, but that's crazy. But boy, do I want to. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I mean, I guess the thing about my drop too, Randy, is like, it might not be 1 out of 500. I mean, the RuneScape wiki page already updated it to 1 out of 512. So, like, since it's just a new item and now people are kind of, like, farming it, we might get new information. Like, it might be way rarer than what it's saying still, but... Dude, it's still selling for, like... It actually went up. Like, the last time that... The last active one that I saw traded was for 45 mil. I'm like, damn, dude, if I could just get one. If I could just get one. Beast flesh. Look at the arrow in your top right. Shows the direction? Oh my god. That's new information. Alright, I will be looking at that. Didn't know that. Oh my god, you guys are really weak to wind. Alright, sick. That's awesome. Good to know. Got good news, your charger cable for your phone is the thing wearing down, not the phone dock itself. Report. That is good news. That's always good to hear, because it's never fun when you get something like that, and it doesn't work, and then you're like, oh, it's my phone. So, I'm glad to hear that it's just, that the cable and not the actual phone or port itself. Should have used a wind spell. Exactly. You'll only never get it if you stop. And the thing is, Randy, the problem is, as soon as I get it the first time, I'm going to be like, oh, well, I can get a second one easy. Because my issue is that I have to get two. Because I want one for myself, and then I have to sell the other one. So it's just going to be a mess. That should kill him. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Is the pet its rarest drop? I'd imagine, right? Is that the... Oh, that's not the monster. Honestly, you're the one with fire, so... We'll save it there. Perfect. Okay. Is there there must be a third page of this map. Why does he start so far? Oh, I can adjust the battle starting positions. What's saying to me is the Virtus, I don't know how to pronounce that, but Virtus road pieces are all 1 out of 2.1k, and I got 2 of the 3 pieces under 700 kill count. Goddamn. Goddamn. Okay, it is the rarest. I mean, it makes sense, and just a little bit of extra hope. God, it's frustrating as shit, though. Like I said, hopefully sooner than later at this point. I would just love to do anything else, you know? They fixed XP rates for, Wait, so where does it show the arrow in the top right corner of the... So wait, it's in the map? I just see the red square, Ramen. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing my... Like, my positioning. I guess you just got real damn lucky, Randy. But absolutely, dude. I'm loving it. I'm always excited for bosses and like other fights like that, so that I kind of see if I understand the game a little bit more again. Learning shit here and there. Always really cool. Okay. Okay. A little bit rough. Alright, beautiful. No worries, Roman. No worries at all. That's what I also figured. Dude, there's so many games in this series that I know that you're familiar with too, where it's like, hey, I can't blame you a single damn bit for getting too mixed up. And Virtus road pieces drop from all D2, so I don't need that yet, technically. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. How much? So, what did you need for the ring stuff, Randy? What did you need to make the ring? Wait, hang on. Vista Forest Road Monster. Is that not the... Dude, where'd this guy... I thought... Excuse? It's not you two. It's not you. It's not you. It ain't you. Is there another Vista Forest? It ain't you two. Who the fuck is this guy? Is there another Vista Forest? I don't think there was anyone on this page either. Not that guy. Yeah. Now, Ramen, I know this is a very specific question and something you probably wouldn't remember. Any ideas where this guy might be then? Thought I was pretty thorough with this. Let me see. Is there another Vista Road thing over on this side? No, just Academy Back Road. The associated ring from Dagannoth bosses like Berserker from Melee Ring, you get the ring drop from the DT2 bosses, then you break the Dagannoth boss ring and smelt it with the new drop. Oh, interesting. 90 magic and 80 crafting. Gotcha. It's off to the side, hug the edge of the map. Okay. I'll hug the southern side first. Oh my goodness. That's so fucking funny. I appreciate you. Okay, so here's the only issue. I did... Oh, wait, no. They both have silver earrings. All right, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's heal up before I start. See, I'm looking for the red dot on the map. Shouldn't be doing that. Shouldn't be doing that. Camera angles. Very strange that you're using a furnace for it, but there's no smithing required. Yeah, that's a good point. Huh. What's your magic at? I'm like halfway through 96 now, just fighting the vampire krakens. It's insane. Okay, so there's 2 of them. We're starting off with 2 crits. We're starting off with 2 crits. I kind of want to smack them. Let's smack them. They have a lot of health. Good to know. Oh, and I can't fucking hit them. That sucks. You know what? It's a crit. I'm going for it. Oh, God. Okay, guys, shouldn't have gone for it. It'll be fine. We'll recover. We'll recover. And if not, there's always take 2. Sorry that I get the keys to your new place tomorrow at 10. Hell yeah. That's what I was saying before, Crazy again. I'm glad that things are moving in the good direction for you, 100%. Okay. Good that wind is something they're weak to as well. They don't seem to move very much, so I should... Oh, that crit's gonna hit. Oh, that crit's gonna... Okay. Yeah, Stell's dead. Alright, guys. No S-Craft next time. Ramen, if I can win this, do I still win this? Because I don't really want to lose that on the XP for Estelle. What do you think? Yeah, absolutely, Crazy Game. Yeah, you were mentioning that too. It's going to be a bit before we see you again, and I had mentioned, I didn't know if you heard, but any of the community stuff that we're going to be doing in the meantime, we'll be doing it again with you. If we end up doing it before you have internet, we'll do them again with you. So don't worry about missing out on anything. Any of the stuff that you want to be a part of, we won't do without you, or we'll do again with you. Either way. Just go for it? Okay. Alright. Took the crit away. Oh. Do I go next? Perfect. Right, yeah, we're at a point not getting a shit ton. Oh, yeah, 100? That's fine. That's like 2-3 fights tops. Just got 90 range today, too. Oh, hell yeah, Randy. Sick. Exterminated monster. Okay. So Estelle's dead. Like, she dead. We're gonna take the time. See, usually what I would look for, too, is they usually cover chests and stuff, so I was kind of looking at like where some chests would have been hidden on this road, but didn't find any. So I could see how I missed that. Like you said, camera angles are everything. Okay, I'm gonna rush back. We're gonna heal up, and then we are going to call it here for the day because we're gonna be going out to dinner, like I said. But again, being that I didn't get to do too much of this game at all today, we will definitely be doing more on Sunday. Going to a concert tomorrow, so I won't be around for that. But like I said, get more done on Sunday. And don't forget, next week we got some cool streams. Monday, now that we finished God of War 2018, me and Nick are going to be doing the first sub-goal that we have, which is the hard mode Shadow of the Colossus speedrun. We're going to be doing that on Monday. Tuesday, we're going to be continuing Batman Arkham Asylum. Wednesday, ooh, silver chain. Wednesday, we're going to be doing more Pokemon Sword Dynamax Adventures as usual. And then Thursday, we're going to be doing Trails in the Sky again during the day. And at night, we're going to live stream our reaction to the Game Awards. So if you guys have any interest in checking the Game Awards out, come on by. It should be me, Blood Trip, Biggest Thunk, and Ambi. I think it's going to be the four of us. I'll let you guys know if the plans change, but right now we should be live streaming the reaction, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. So, come on by for that. What's the silver chain? Oh, prevents poison and defense up 15? Oh, fuck yeah. Same goddamn thing. So yeah, we got some cool stuff. And a lot of games we're going to be finishing. Oh, by the way, Ramen, I wanted to let you know, too. So, over the weekends, on the weekend streams, we've been doing Darksiders 2 and Blueprints. So we're going to, I think one of these upcoming weekends, we're going to finish Darksiders 2, and then we're going to be doing Blueprints until Biggest Thought goes back to school in January. But I think the first game that me and Blood Trip are jumping back into when he goes back to school, we're going to be doing Judgment on stream. I played that game this year, and I think I was telling you that I really enjoyed it. That game was so fucking good, dude. And I was playing it, and I'm like, this is something Blood Trip could get into, and I want to show him the game before I jump into the sequel, because if he likes it, we're going to be streaming Lost Judgment sometime next year, too. So I'm going to be looking forward to that. But let me see, is there anyone I could... You know, Pluto said he's getting ready for work, but he's streaming Battlefield 6, and I'm just not sure if I believe him. So instead... I would raid out to him, but again, I think, like, he might just be, like... He might be doing this for, like, a minute or two, and then he might be going to work, so I don't want to raid out to him if he's just going to end it. But yes, have a good one. Have a good one, Ramen. Have a good one, everybody. Again, thank you guys for being here during the Be Right Back screen that was up for so long. You know what? We haven't rated out to Emmy USB in a while. Let me rate out to them. They're playing oh, they're playing Clair Obscur for their first time. Ooh, guys. I think we're gonna rate out to Emmy USB playing Clair Obscur. So stick with me for just a second, guys. Again, no stream tomorrow, but hopefully a backup stream on Sunday for more Trails in the Sky. I always appreciate you guys. I'm looking forward to Game Awards. I'm a big fan of Clair Obscur. They're right in the beginning of the game, so it's not really going to be too many spoilers, but enjoy the raid with me. Emmy USB is a great streamer. They play a lot of really cool games, and we definitely rated them a lot. So let's bring the love. Always fun to have. Everyone, say hi to Emmy, drop them the follow, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for being here.